how Allah created men with such a needs that they need women more than women need men. So they can actually take the responsibility of being the qawamin ala nisa, to take care of the woman. If they didn't have this needs, we're like, I don't think I want to do that. I don't have the energy. But Allah have given them such a drive that they need the woman in their life. They cannot leave, so they can fulfill the responsibility of taking care of the woman, right? So that's why Allah have always emphasized about Hurul Ain and Jannah, because they know, Allah knows that a man cannot get everything that he wants in this dunya. Every time he sees a woman, Habibti, no matter how many women they have, he still looks at her like, oh, she'll make such a good woman. Stop. That's what they're told to lower their gaze. They can never get enough. And the sunnah of Allah is that He have made women more in this dunya than men. That's a great, subhanallah. Allah is one of the name of Allah is what? Al-Hakim. He's wise. Because if women were shot in this dunya, guess what's going to happen? Murders were going to take place, like real murders. People are going to be killing each other for women. Because that's how much they love women. They already do, and yet women outnumber men. Right? Women already outnumber men, but men still kill each other or get into trouble and, do whatever they can do just to get that particular woman. So it's out of Allah's wisdom to make women more. And He gave them this urges of wanting more women so they can take the woman. So in Jannah, Allah reiterates this idea of having more women so they can lower their gaze and be patient. Be patient to know that Allah will bless me with Hurul Ain in Jannah if I just hold on to my 4, if He can afford anyway. I don't see anyone marrying 4 because that comes with a lot of responsibility. Yeah, I don't know how many they're gonna have, but Allah have told them whatever you want in Jannah is all yours. Right? Whatever you want, just make it.
Are they gonna have their own wives in Jannah?
Of course, you're gonna have your own wife in Jannah too as well.
And like Hurul Ain in addition to that?
I rule in addition to that. And for you too, you're gonna have whatever you want because that's the promise of Allah. So this one person asked Mufti Menk what I wanted to get at.
Make your husband beautiful for you.
Yeah. So this sister asked Mufti Menk, which is a question sisters really want to know. Even I was really curious, right? Because Hurul Ain is like spelled out throughout the Quran. And he asked Mufti Menk, oh Mufti Menk, we hear a lot about Hurul Ain in Jannah, the women of Jannah, how beautiful they are and how men they're gonna get so many women and whatnot. Are we hearing about this, this beautiful creatures Allah created in Jannah they call Hurul Ain? What about us women? What are we going to get? I thought that was a very interesting question. I was eager to hear what he says. Well, Mufti Menk is very funny. He says, well, sister, if men are going to get women in Jannah, then what women are going to get in Jannah? What women are going to get in Jannah? Men, because men are getting women. I thought that was so funny. But if men are going to get women in Jannah, women are going to get men in Jannah. So don't worry, just get to Jannah, inshallah. Yeah. Just get to Jannah, just make it. You won't be disappointed. Yeah. Your Rabbi's promise is true. Allahul wa'adul haqq, right? Allah's promise is true. Just make it to Jannah. You won't be disappointed. Inshallah, Ya Rabbi, we'll make. Yeah? Allah does not fall short in His promise. Allah will give you whatever you want. So Allah have created Jannah to be so beautiful. Allah have made the inmates of Jannah to be so beautiful. Allah have made everything in Jannah to be so beautiful. The houses of Jannah, Ya Rabbil Arsh al-Majid. There is no palaces in this dunya where there's a White House that's breaking down. I read that somewhere. Don't quote me on that. But they said, the White House is so old. Have Rothschilds decided to have what and have what, because it's built very long time. They're always trying to remodel one part and the other part is falling. I don't know what's making up the story, but I read it somewhere. The White House. But I'm just talking about the Jannah. But I'm thinking about Jannah and how beautiful it is and the palaces of Jannah. SubhanAllah, may Allah bless us in Jannah. Guys, one way to appreciate something or one way to let go of something is by what? Substituting it to something else, right? So if the more often you are Jannah oriented and thinking of what palace is going to get in Jannah and thinking about what you're going to get in Jannah and what you want in Jannah, it will shift your focal point. Now you'll be looking for Jannah, which is the reality, because Jannah is more closer to you than dunya.